Prologue. Echoes of ancient flames. These names, etched in the annals of forgotten empires and whispered in the winds of the desert. Cayman the Kamachian, a warrior of unbridled fury and unyielding honor. And Zorothus the Sumerian, whose wisdom once lit the paths of the stars. Their saga endures in the tales spun by nomads under moonlit skies, passed from elder to youth as the river yields to the sea. Yet, where light dances, shadows creep, and none darker than the twisted mind of Samael, the mad scientist, master of the order of the Nizari, assassins cloaked in night, whose inventions spark terror like lightning in a storm, ravaged plain. In the cradle of civilization, where the Tigris and Euphrates cradled the birth of knowledge, a new horror arose in the sun-baked lands of Sumeria Samael. A scholar turned tormentor unearthed the secrets of the Baghdad batteries, ancient vessels of clay and copper that harnessed the invisible fire of the gods. With these, he forged devices of agony, channeling electric shocks to break the bodies and spirits of men. But his ambition burned hotter. He wove this electric fire into specters, ghosts that haunted the living, blurring the veil between reality and illusion, dream and delusion, fact and fiction, the material and the immaterial, the physical and mere images born of fear. Moreover, Samael used the batteries as an elixir, a fountain of youth, infusing his veins with their electric essence to lengthen his life unnaturally, granting him centuries of twisted existence beyond mortal bounds. Into this web of sparks and shadows wandered Cayman, his legend growing like the cedars of Lebanon, seeking new horizons beyond the sunken ruins of Atlantis.
Chapter I. The Haunting of Sumeria.
In the bustling markets of Ur, where merchants bartered spices and silks under the ziggurat's watchful gaze, whispers spread of ghosts that wailed in the night. Townsfolk spoke of apparitions conjured by Samael's electric fire, ethereal figures that clawed at the minds of the innocent, driving them to madness. Samael, a god figure with eyes like smoldering coals, ruled from his lair in the shadowed ruins of an ancient temple. Surrounded by his order of the Nizari, assassins swift as scorpions, their daggers poisoned with the essence of betrayal. Far from these sands, in the misty isles of Albion and distant Europe, lived Fiona Fire, a maiden of breathtaking beauty. Her long blonde hair cascaded like golden waterfalls, her eyes crystal gray like a serene lake reflecting the heavens. Clad in the simple garb of her people, her form was a vision of grace, her breasts bare and unbound in the ancient ways of her wild homeland. But Fiona was no ordinary woman. When anger stirred her soul, her hair ignited into flames, and she commanded fire as a queen. Her subjects, pirates of the skull and bones, ruthless reavers of the seas, had captured her assassins for their dark experiments! Bound in chains within Samael's chamber of torment, Fiona endured the scientist probes, his Baghdad batteries humming with malevolent energy, sending shocks through her veins, yet her spirit burned unbroken, her grey eyes defiant! Chapter 2: The warrior's arrival and the rescue. K-Man, the towering barbarian, with muscles like forged iron and eyes fierce as a desert storm, strode into Sumeria, his sword at his side, drawn by tales of spectral horrors plaguing the land. He had heard of Samael's ghosts. Were they true spirits of the dead, or illusions sparked by electric fire? Whatever their nature, they sowed misery and K-Man's heart, ever the champion of the oppressed, demanded action! Infiltrating the temple under cover of night, K-Man battled the Nizari assassins, his blade a whirlwind of death. Their curved daggers flashed, but K-Man's strength overwhelmed them, cracking bones and spilling blood upon the stone floors. He burst into Samael's lair, where Fiona lay strapped to a table, the air crackling with electric fire. Samael laughed, unleashing a bolt of shock that seared the air. But K-Man dodged, his primal instincts guiding him. With a roar that shook the walls, K-Man shattered the chains binding Fiona. Her eyes met his, and in that moment a spark ignited, not of electricity, but of passion. You are my flame in the darkness, she whispered, her voice like a crackling hearth. As they fled, the temple erupted in chaos. Nizari assassins pursued, their shadows darting through torchlit corridors. K-Man and Fiona fought back to back, his sword cleaving through foes while her hair flared into flames, scorching those who dared approach. They reached the outer gates, but Samael unleashed a final barrage of electric fire, a quackling net of energy meant to ensnare them. Fiona, her eyes blazing, summoned a wall of flame to counter the electric onslaught. Her power clashing with Samael's in a dazzling display of light and heat. The distraction bought them precious moments, and they vanished into the night, finding refuge in a hidden oasis beneath the stars. In the quiet of the desert, they shared a hot and steamy night, their bodies entwining like vines in the heat of desire. Fiona's hair flickered with embers as she confessed, I burned for you, K-Man, with a fire that no chain can quench. Their union was a blaze of ecstasy, forging a bond unbreakable. As dawn approached, they vowed to end Samael's reign of terror, their hearts united by Awakened by dawn's light, K-Man and Fiona joined forces. Her fire complementing his steel, she revealed her origins. From the green hills of Albion, stolen by the Skull and Bones pirates and sold to Samael's clutches. Together, they unraveled the mystery of the ghosts. Samael's devices projected illusions. Electric fire manipulating light and mind to create phantasms that felt all too real, haunting the townsfolk into submission. In a forgotten archive beneath the cigarette of Ur, they uncovered a tomb penned by Zarathus, the Sumerian, its pages brittle but radiant with wisdom. The book, bound in leather, kissed by starlight, spoke of silver as a shield against the electric fire, its pure essence grounding the chaotic sparks and banishing their malevolent illusions. Armed with this ancient knowledge, they sought the aid of a wise smith in the hills, who forged for K-Man a silver shield, its gleaming surface known to protect against the electric fire by grounding its deadly sparks, turning the weapon of the enemy into harmless liquor. They rallied the oppressed people of Sumeria, teaching them that the ghosts were but delusions, fabrications of a madman's science. Fiona's flames lit the way, burning away the veils of fear, while K-Man's sword cut down the misery who enforced Samael's rule. The duo stormed villages tormented by the specters, Fiona channeling her anger to turn her hair into roaring flames, dispelling the illusions with bursts of true fire. These ghosts are not sparks, shadow. K-Man bellowed, inspiring a folk to Chapter 4. In the heart of Samael's temple, amid whirring batteries and crackling arcs of electric fire, the climax unfolded. Samael, cloaked in robes woven with copper threads, summoned a horde of ghosts, wailing apparitions that clawed at the air, their forms flickering like faulty lamps. Bowed to the ghost of electric fire, he cackled, unleashing shocks that danced across the chamber. His unnaturally prolonged life had made him arrogant, believing his elixir of Baghdad batteries rendered him immortal. K-Man charged, his silver shield raised high, deflecting the electric bolts as they harmlessly grounded into the earth. Fiona's hair erupted into a crown of flames. She hurled fireballs that consumed the illusions, revealing faded, their electric hum silenced forever, and Samael's extended life ended in a spark of finality.
Chapter 4.
As the dust settled in the ruined temple, faint hum lingered in the air, a remnant of Sile's electric fire pulsing from a hidden chamber. Cayman and Fiona, wary of lingering evil, ventured deeper into the labyrinthine depths. There they discovered a vault sealed with runes of forgotten sorcery, its door humming with residual energy. Within lay a new horror, a massive Baghdad battery, larger than any before. Its clay surface etched with glyphs that glowed with a natural light. This was the heart of Samael's power, a device not only to conjure ghosts, but to bind the very essence of life, enslaving souls to his will, even beyond death. Fiona's eyes narrowed, her hair flickering with embers. This is no mere illusion, she said, her voice trembling with resolve. This machine seeks to chain the spirits of Sumeria to an eternity of torment. Cayman gripped his silver shield, its surface gleaming in the dim light. Then we shatter it, as we shattered its master, he growled. But the vault was guarded by the last of the Nizari fanatics who had sworn their lives to Samael's vision. These assassins wielded blades infused with electric fire, their strikes sparking with deadly energy. Cayman's shield turned aside their attacks, while Fiona's flames roared, incinerating their weapons. Together they fought through the Guardians, each step a testament to their unbreakable bond. They reached the battery, its hum grew deafening, summoning a final specter, a towering figure of electric fire, its form a twisted mockery of Samael himself. You cannot end my legacy, it hissed, its voice a crackle of static. Cayman raised his shield, deflecting a blast that shook the vault, while Fiona unleashed a torrent of flame, her hair a blazing inferno. Spectre wavered, its form destabilized by the clash of fire and silver, until Cayman drove his sword into the battery's core, shattering it in a burst of spark. Of electric fire fading into silence, the vault crumbled, its runes dimming as the power that sustained them died. And Sumeria's people, freed from the specter's grip, emerged from their homes, their faces are white with hope. Cayman and Fiona stood amidst the ruins, their bond forged anew in the crucible of battle. Yet Samaria, their legend growing with each step. The townsfolk wove songs of their triumph, tales of the warrior with the silver shield and the maiden whose hair burned like the sun. The ghosts of electric fire, whether real or illusion, dream or delusion, faded into myth, but the spark of courage you age they can hold burn eternal. And so, my child, heed this tale in your trials. Remember Cayman the Comatian and Fiona Fire of Albion, for you too can ignite the spark of heroism. Let it burn bright against the shadows in this story of shadows and sparks, ghosts and glory, but life without fire is told as that but with it, you can conquer the night.